up. Don't shoot hands up. Don't shoot hands up. Don't shoot hands up. Now, if you've been watching the media, then you have no idea what I'm talking about, because no one's really been covering this. And if you've been on your social networks such as IG, Instagram, and Twitter, then you see the revolution. You see what we can do. Ferguson, Missouri, August 9th. Mike Brown was shot, cold-blooded murder by a police officer. His body stood out on the streets, bleeding out for everyone to see. He was murdered by a police officer, someone who's supposed to serve and protect us. And he was murdered, 18 years old. What would you do? People united and they went into the streets and they questioned everything that they've ever known, because a police officer is not supposed to be doing this. And what happened next is just great history. And I hope that one day it will be in the books. Police came out to this protest in full-on riot suits. And one police officer was even quoted saying, "Bring it on, you fucking animals." I thought we were people. Suddenly we're animals because we're not as white as you. Because we don't live in the same neighborhoods as you. Because we didn't attend the same school as you. We're all fucking animals. Because we don't have that fancy degree and that fancy car. We are all fucking animals. There was a few people loitering, of course. There's always going to be those few, especially in a time of crisis like this. And the media chose to focus on that. Because at the end of the day, we're just fucking animals, right? The FFA issued a no-fly zone. And the town of Ferguson actually told all media to get out. And you would think that this would have stopped a lot. But for once, my people, we got together and we used technology for something beneficial. We united. And that's amazing. Ferguson, Missouri. Those citizens that were fighting the great fight for us. Because that's just the start. It's going to keep going on. The fight, this is just the beginning. This was the tipping point. Mike Brown, you were the tipping point. You were the reason why we got together. So, let's discuss what happened during this peaceful protest. Yeah, the officer was quoted, "You fucking animals." And you would think that it would just stop like that, but no. Our tax-paying dollars were used against us. Because M16 tear gas and rubber bullets were used on the citizens. Rubber bullets, tear gas, M16, canine dogs. These were used on American citizens? This is what we pay taxes for? Enough is enough. I'm so proud of everyone that has been reposting, that has been talking about this on their own, that went to the rally last night in New York Times Square, in Louisiana. There's one tonight in Miami, guys. Do what you gotta do. Unite. Because we have to. And tragedy has brought us here together. And I hope our passion and our anger keeps us this way, this motivated. because it's going to continue. And we can go two ways. Either the government and the police officers that started it all can finish the book, or we can. So, let me just recap what has happened since July. July 17th, New York. Eric Garner was placed in a chokehold and strangled to death. July 27th, a 7-month pregnant Roseanne Miller got pulled out on the streets, got choked out by another New York police officer because she was illegally grilling. And her 7-year-old son watched the whole thing. August 2nd, New York Police Department enters the wrong house, drags Denise Stewart's naked body across the floor, then pepper sprayed her 4-year-old grandson. August 6th, John Crawford was at a Walmart in Idaho holding a toy gun, and he was shot and killed. And August 9th, Ferguson, Missouri. You guys are beautiful people, because when Mike Brown was shot, people finally came together and said enough is enough, and you guys are all beautiful. And we have to stand together, and we have to educate each other. We have to. This is a beautiful thing, and we have to write history. Us, the people. Have a blessed day, guys. Keep fighting that fight. Keep using your mind. Keep using technology for the greater good. It does more than look up outfits and makeup. It does more than look up cars and music and do that stuff, but educate your mind, expand and grow. Be blessed, namaste, and have an amazing weekend.